right. Good evening. Oh, that was from our class earlier. You guys can't get access to that. Can't get access to that information. All right, I think I'm gonna just put you here. I just was listening to Les Brown and I said, oh my God, I have to jump on before I leave for tonight and share this with my people. So, hey Beverly, hey Patricia. I am getting ready to get on. Let me do TikTok real quick. All right, now we on TikTok. Then let me just jump on Facebook real quick. Then we'll have all these platforms loaded, right? Then we will be done. Yeah, I know. I haven't listened to Les Brown as much as I listened to Dr. Miles Monroe, but I know about Les. But you did, Beverly. You did remind me of Les Brown because Les is the man. Les is definitely the man. And tonight I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like if this wasn't an epiphany moment for a business owner, I don't know what is, or a potential, let's say potential business owner, because we got a lot of people that want to start businesses. And I really wanted you guys to hear this tonight. It's Sunday night. Those of y'all that are at home winding down, whatever you some of you are dreading going to work tomorrow, this is for you, okay? This is for you. I need you to hear this real quick. I've been here all day. I've been working, so believe me when I say tonight, I will not be on here no hours. I promise you. I really just want you to get this information that Les is saying, and then that's it. I just really wanted to come on and give you something to think about. But hear it clearly, hear it good, hear it loud. You get what I'm saying? And the way he just said this, it's impossible for you not to get it because some of you need to hear this. All right. Let me jump on this other platform and then I'll play it and then we'll get on off. um I'm playing. We're gonna get on, get on off. But that's some of the things when you are listening to. That's why I tell you all as when you're trying to change your lives and you have to listen to empowerment like videos. You have to listen to like motivational content that's gonna like inspire you and give you that aha moment, like, oh my God, this was for me. I needed to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Like you need that. You need that in order for to push you and thrive you into your next step. Because you got enough naysayers. So you be needing that extra positivity to come in and to give you that push. You know what I'm saying? All right, so it says we are live. Cool. All right, so I'm on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's move you over here. Let's move you over here. All right, so I know we are in the land of the United States of America. What's going on, Garrett? Big man Garrett, big baller Garrett. I have to tell you, let me hold something, baller. Let me hold something, Garrett. Tonight. All right. I'm on everything, but I know you're dreading it because it's Sunday night, Courtney. That's why I'm on here. That's why I said God literally just gave me this epiphany as I'm listening to this motivational video from Les Brown. This entire next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm literally just about to sit on here and play for y'all because I need you to hear this. There's so many of you. I was in this position, in this same mindset, however many years ago, when I started my business. And this is it. He said it so clearly. I'm like, I don't even need to regurgitate this. I need them to hear exactly what he said and how he said it. All right. So let's roll real quick. I am on all 3 platforms. So if something you can't hear me clearly, something goes out. I'm on YouTube under Patrice L. Stewart. I'm under TikTok under Patrice L. Stewart. I'm on Facebook under Patrice L. Stewart. I'm on Instagram under Patrice L. Stewart. All right. I did want to try to get on my business page though, real quick on Instagram. If I can't get on Instagram, I'm not going to worry about it because I'm not on Instagram a whole lot anyway. But let's just see if I can log in real quick, y'all. 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Let's see if my passwords still work. But sometimes those of us who are still working for a job, sometimes those of us that are still working for a job, right? Still working in your career, right? Sometimes you like, I don't want to do this. I know I don't want to do this. I know this is not something, okay, it's not working. We're not going to worry about it because I already got on here. So let's just go on whatever page that is working. So I'm going to get on my Patrice L. Stewart page on Instagram. And then that's it. So we on everything. All right, we are live. Okay. Okay, so I'm about to play this video for you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I had to do. I had to begin to focus on what was the solution. That this was not the only place that I'll be able to sell those products. And as I began to challenge myself and got some help and support and some other input, I eventually did. It took longer, but it was challenging. I was riding with a friend the other day, and I know this friend of mine who has been working on a job where she's been miserable for a long time. She was telling me about how she was miserable on the job and how she was so unhappy. So I said, if it's that stressful and if it's causing you that much pain, I say, why don't you just quit and do something else? And she said something that really put her in the chorus line with a lot of other people. She said, I would, but. And then I started thinking about that. I said, let me take a poll. So I started talking to other people and I would ask them what they were doing. And I said, but is that your passion? And they would say, no. I said, then what's your real passion? And they would tell me what their real passion was. Then I said, well, then why aren't you doing what you really want to do? Oh, I can do it, but. And they would continue on. So this word, but just kept on coming up. And then it also has some friends like woulda and coulda and shoulda. And one day I'm going to have my own business. Those people who talk about one day I'm gonna. Some of y'all know some of those one day I'm gonna people. Raise your hand. Some of you get up in the morning and look in the mirror at that person. I just tease it. I like it. So how is it that many times we block ourselves and we use these words almost like we're in a trance, like we're sleepwalking through life, that we find ways to cancel out our dreams? And I think that but is a dream killer.
It is.
That a lot of things that we want to do, a lot of places we would like to go, a lot of things we would like to experience, and we just stop at but, and we build a case. In fact, I was reading something the other day that talked about but. It says, but is an argument for our limitations. And when we argue for our limitations, we get to keep them. See, but will cause you to procrastinate, but will cause you to hide out behind fear, but will cause you to come up with all type of excuses that you can validate your inaction and not acting on your dream. And right now, more than ever, people need to look for ways to live their dream. People need to look for ways to make it on their own. There is no such thing as job security. There's no such thing as a storm-proof or tragic-proof life. There are no guarantees today, ladies and gentlemen. The illusion is gone. There was a time when we graduated from high school, you're told, go to college and get out, and you go and work for a corporation for 30 or 40 years. They'll give you a gold watch and you'll retire. Special announcement, that day is gone. That day is gone, never to return again. So instead of people living in fear, feeling stressed out, feeling powerless, feeling like victims, I think it should be a time that we need to begin to look at ways that we can become an active force in our own lives. Look at ways when we can decide to take charge of our own destiny. Look at ways when we can decide to design a life of substance and begin to truly live our dreams. And it's time for people to decide, I'm ready to get on with my life. Shake somebody's hand on your right and left. A guy named Bob May said, don't let nobody turn you around. Do that right quick. Now, a lot of people say, I'm going to live my life one day when things get right. When I get all my bills paid. When I get my feet on the ground. I say, what have you been walking on? See, there are no problem-free moments. A guy named Dimples had a record one time called, If It Ain't One Thing, It's Another. And I say, if it ain't one thing, it's 12 others. Always something there to build a case on why you can't move on, why you can't grow to the next level, why you can't begin to manifest your greatness, why you can't begin to live life on your terms. Always something there to block you, to keep you where you are, and keep you from beginning to develop your true greatness. Always some fear. How do we handle it? And I'm saying that if you've been hiding out behind but, if you've been using the fact that you don't have enough money or you don't have the education, take it head on. Go get the education. I was saying to a guy the other day who was saying, I said, how old are you? He says, 47 years old. I said, your sister tells me that you can't read. He said, that's right. I said, why? Well, I didn't go to school. I said, excuse me, how old are you? I'm 47. 47? Yes. And you can't read or write? Yes. Have you ever heard of adult school, adult education? Have you decided that you should learn how to read to begin to expand your world? Why are you using that as a racket? Why don't you decide now that you're going to expand your world? That if other people can learn, you could learn too. Exactly. Well, it's hard for me. Have you been and sat in a class yet? Have you signed up yet? No, I haven't. See, a lot of people say no, ladies and gentlemen, to things, and they don't even know what they're saying no to. They haven't even challenged themselves. He hasn't even gone to sit into a class and say, teach me how to read. Instead, it's been easier for him to go through life, he thinks, trying to play a whole con game, pretending he knows how to do something that he doesn't know how to do. And you know what? Most of us go through life like that. Most of us go through life pretending. Pretending that we're satisfied where we are, pretending that everything is okay, pretending that we don't have any special goals or ambitions or desires, when really deep down inside, we do really want more. But if you look at our behavior, if you judge based upon what we do, that really will tell you some true stories about people, because you have to judge a tree by the fruit it bears, not the fruit that it talks about. See, a lot of people pretend that they want more out of life. Yep. But all you have to do is watch their actions. That will tell you something. So I used to pretend that I wanted to lose weight, but how could you tell I was pretending? Watch me when I have a piece of sweet potato pie.
That's why
let me give within walking distance of some peanuts, some potato chips. See, I was pretending that I really wanted to lose weight. No, you just watch what I eat. I tell you what I'm seriously committed to. People will tell you, oh yeah, one day I want to have a restaurant. See, they're pretending they want to go into business for themselves. They're not serious. How can you tell, Les? Watch their actions. Watch what they're doing. The proof is in the pudding. So if you want to do something, if you thought about something you want to do, take it head on. Decide that you're going to start looking at it, start doing research on it, start tackling it, start becoming involved in whatever and wherever it might lead you, to begin to explore the possibilities in that particular thing that you're seeking, so that you can begin to learn all you can about it. Decide that you're going to face it, that whatever shortcomings you have, that you're going to strengthen yourself there. Whatever training that's required, that you're going to go get that training, that you're going to get started right now. George Washington Carver would say, do what you can, where you are with what you have, and never be satisfied. S.B. Fuller used to say, and you heard Joe Dudley talk about, always strive to be more than that which you are. Yeah, don't get satisfied with yourself. Always know that wherever you are, you can enjoy more, that you deserve more. But most people, you know what they do? Most people go through life quietly and safely, tiptoeing to an early grave. Find out what it is you want, and go after it as if your life depends on it. Why? Because it does. People that have found their passion, people that found the things that they love, people that have found the things that they can pour their lives into, those people live longer. I was in New York and I had to do a seminar at a special church, and a guy by the name of Reverend Johnny Youngblood. And I said, how is it that you were able to build this big housing facility and got all of the various community and religious groups together to have this dwelling for 2,000 residents that were once homeless? How were you able to take on this responsibility? Wasn't it overwhelming? He said, the kind of work I do, he said, it's in me. I've got to live what's in me. And I think that's everybody's desire in life. You've got to live what's in you. Life is just too short and unpredictable. But what do we say? But there always be tomorrow. Oh no. There's no guarantees you're going to show up tomorrow. There are a lot of people who were here yesterday. They're not here today. There are a lot of opportunities that were around yesterday. They're not here today. Oh, you can wait, but
we are not promised tomorrow. Y'all need to
might come
get
to
that
those who wait, but only the things that have been left over by those who hustle. So don't go through life picking up leftovers. You deserve much more than that. The leftovers that somebody's left you. So take it head on, begin to explore. Here's something else. Decide to do it now. Decide whatever you want to do, that you are now going to become actively involved right now, exploring the possibilities for you. That you're going to look at it and do just a little bit of it right now. When I decided to become a speaker, I didn't just quit my job and just ran out and say, I'm a motivational speaker. No. What I did was I decided to start looking at other people that were involved in the speaking profession. I volunteered to work with some speakers so that I could learn. Whatever you want to do, get your feet wet. Gain some experience doing some volunteer work in the area and find out whether or not this thing you want to do will fit for you. A friend of mine told me he wanted to have a restaurant. I said, have you ever operated a restaurant before? He said, no. I said, well, really, you don't even know if you want one. I said, what's your expertise? What do you bring to the table? He said, I can cook real good. I said, but what about the management side?
Exactly.
What about the business part of the restaurant? You're not going to be cooking all the time. Somebody's got to receive the money. Exactly. Who's going to manage the personnel? He said, you got it right. You got a point there. So this guy got a job in a restaurant in the evening time on a part-time basis. After doing that for a while, he said, you know what? I think I just want to be a chef. He said, after working there, people didn't show up to work. It says hard to find the help. Yep. People weren't responsible. The headaches, the guests were just giving him problems day in and day out. They weren't ever satisfied. He said, no, I just think I'll stick to cooking. See, you got to find out what fits for you. Because you might decide that after you go up in there and examine it, experience it, and get some experience under your belt on it, well, you say, this is really not what I want. This does not fit for me. So decide that you're going to do that. Now, John H. Johnson said something that's very important. He said, there's no defense against an excellence that meets a pressing public need. See, whatever you decide to do, look at it and find out what is it that I have that I could bring to the table that can begin to enable me to ensure that I could be successful in this. Where is the opening for you? There's room for you out here.
Yes, it is.
Out here in the arena called life, there's room for you to come out and live your dream. Don't allow but to keep you in the corner or keep you up in the bleachers, looking at life, being a spectator, not being a participant, making a difference in life. I believe that all of us came here with something. All of us showed up to give something, and that nobody's going to give that service that you have to give. No one's going to produce your product. No one's going to write your book. No one's going to open your academy. No one's going to begin to create your daycare with a special curriculum to help to cultivate the high self-esteem in our children. That's your idea. And if you don't bring your idea out here, when you die, all of us will suffer because we've been deprived of your genius because you allowed but to keep you in the bleachers and not pursuing your greatness. You take it to your grave with you.
Hold on. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that last part he said? We will be deprived as a nation, as a universe, because you didn't put your best foot forward and give us what we needed. You didn't provide your thing. You get what I'm saying? Let me replay that for you real quick. You need to hear that part. Because this is what a lot of you don't understand when you put that but in the way.
People that were involved in the speaking profession. I volunteered to work with some speakers so that I could learn. Whatever you want to do, get your feet wet. Gain some experience doing some volunteer work in the area and find out whether or not this thing you want to do will fit for you. A friend of mine told me he wanted to have a restaurant. I said, have you ever operated a restaurant before? He said, no. I said, well, really, you don't even know if you want one. I said, what's your expertise? What do you bring to the table? He said, I can cook real good. I said, but what about the management side? What about the business part of the restaurant? You're not going to be cooking all the time. Somebody's got to receive the money. Who's going to manage the personnel? He said, you got it right. You got a point there. So this guy got a job in a restaurant in the evening time on a part-time basis. After doing that for a while, he said, you know what? I think I just want to be a chef. He said, after working there, people didn't show up to work. It said it's hard to find the help. People weren't responsible. The headaches, the guests were just giving him problems day in and day out. They weren't ever satisfied. He said, no, I just think I'll stick to cooking. See, you got to find out what fits for you. Because you might decide that after you go up in there and examine it, experience it, and get some experience under your belt on it, well, you say, this is really not what I want. This does not fit for me. So decide that you're going to do that. Now, John H. Johnson said something that's very important. He said, there's no defense against an excellence that meets a pressing public need. See, whatever you decide to do, look at it and find out what is it that I have that I could bring to the table that can begin to enable me to ensure that I could be successful in this. Where is the opening for you? There's room for you out here in the arena called life. There's room for you to come out and live your dream. Don't allow but to keep you in the corner or keep you up in the bleachers, looking at life, being a spectator, not being a participant, making a difference in life. I believe that all of us came here with something. All of us showed up to give something, and that nobody's going to give that service that you have to give. No one's going to produce your product. No one's going to write your book. No one's going to open your academy. No one's going to begin to create your daycare with a special curriculum to help to cultivate the high self-esteem in our children. That's your idea. And if you don't bring your idea out here, when you die, all of us will suffer because we've been deprived of your genius because you allowed but to keep you in the bleachers and not pursuing your greatness. You take it to your grave with you. And that's what most...
All right, because I'm getting the heck out of here. If you want this video, it is called You've Got to Be Hungry. Okay, this is by Les Brown. It's on YouTube. It's called You've Got to, Gotta, gotta be hungry. All right. There are so many of you right now sitting at home preparing for tomorrow, but you're dreading it. You're dreading it. You're dreading going to work tomorrow because you know you hated that. Because you know that there's a business inside of you that you're supposed to be working on, and you are making hella excuses for it. What did he say? This is what I hear all day, every day, talking to people who want to do a consultation with me. Oh, Miss Patrice, I want to do this, but I hear this every day. Every day. That is the biggest factor in your mindset is that but is holding you back. That but is keeping you stuck in that salary that they paying you. You going to that job tomorrow, sitting in that cubicle that you do not like. You don't even like the people that you work with. You don't, okay? You be in your cubicle like, don't even freaking talk to me today, Julie. Man, your business. Jeff, I don't want to hear about what happened with your kids this weekend. Like, y'all know what it is because you've been there. You're going there. You get what I'm saying? So I needed you to hear this tonight on Sunday. So instead of you getting off of here and going back and scrolling through social media, instead of you going back and watching somebody else who's already making millions of dollars, a lot of y'all follow these celebrities. Y'all love the shade room. Y'all love all these gossiping sites that's not making you no money, right? You like watching these celebrities and keeping up with their lifestyle and just reading it. And what did he say? Too many of you are okay with being a spectator in your own life, watching other people live their life while you just look on social media all day. And I'm on here to remind you tonight, get the hell off of social media when you get done with this video. All right. Get up off social media. Get up off the TV. Open up that book. Get on YouTube and start doing your research and going to YouTube University is what we call it. For those of you all who don't have the money right now to invest in a class or a coach or, you know what I'm saying? But you got to start, because those of you who are really supposed to be doing this, who are really supposed to be stepping outside of yourself, who really have an assignment on this earth, because what do I tell you all the time? That you have an assignment on this earth. You have an assignment on this planet. We are all here for a reason. You didn't just wake up to be here and go to school, go pay bills, and that's it, and die. Like too many of y'all living check to check. Even what I tell y'all all the time, even if you don't want to be a business owner, fine. Everybody can't be a boss. We know that. We got to have workers. We need more workers. It's more workers than business owners. We know that, right? But just even if you don't want to be your own boss or your own entrepreneur, you got to figure out the money game. You got to figure out how to utilize your 9-to-5 money and have it start working for you, making money for you, doing other investments outside of just banking on your 9-to-5. Okay. A lot of y'all got 401ks with your job. But once if that job lets you go, that 401k is out the window. So you need a separate life insurance outside of your job. All right. I need many of y'all to know that, because too many of y'all think, oh, my job paid for it. If you get fired, then what? Because that's what I just said. What did he just say? Nothing is guaranteed. Y'all let these 9-to-5s make y'all feel like you're comfortable, but you're not. Because if you get let go tomorrow, then what? What's your action plan? You have to have a plan. You have to have an action plan. Nothing in life is guaranteed. We're not guaranteed to wake up in the morning. So like he said, what do we always say? I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow going to come one day and your ass is not going to wake up. That's just the reality of it. We are all not guaranteed tomorrow. That's what we forget with this life. We think we control life. We don't control nothing. That's what the reality, if you really hone in and you start doing self and digging into self, doing self-love, self-reflection, you'll understand people don't control shit. The atmosphere in the universe works the way it works. We don't have no control over this. You think subconsciously that you're running something, but you're not. Because if you go out here in Chicago and get shot today, you didn't ask to get shot, but you're dead, ain't you? It's people that got killed today. I'm looking at my notifications on my phone. So and so shot in here. So and so shot over here. They ain't wake up thinking they was gonna get shot today. You not thinking tomorrow somebody in this universe somewhere is gonna go to work tomorrow and you're gonna be fired. You're not expecting to get fired from your job tomorrow. So what is your game plan? What is your action plan? This again is why I'm on here to remind you of that tonight. Because before I left this office, that was my epiphany for me. Jump online real quick and remind some of these folks on this Sunday night. While you scrolling, watching somebody else live good. While you scrolling, watching somebody else travel to Santorini, Greece. Why you can't be in Greece? Why you watching me educate my people and have my platform? Why you can't be a business consultant? Why you can't be an educator? Why you can't be teaching classes on what you do, on what you're experiencing? What I tell y'all, if you know how to be a bomb ass secretary, you may want to start a virtual assistant company. It's a lot of us small business owners that need a virtual assistant. You may be good with doing paperwork, secretary work, booking somebody flight. You get what I'm saying? If you know how to run trucks, you may want to start teaching people how to do a trucking company. If you're good at fixing credit, you may want to open up a credit repair business. Like, you have to utilize your gift, your talent that you have, and figure out in this life what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be giving and putting back into the universe? Because the universe is not about take. Those of us who really are in entrepreneurship, most of us not in this for the money. We in it for the freedom. I'm in entrepreneurship for the freedom. Originally, I thought I got into doing entrepreneurship for the money, but then I realized early on, I ain't in it for the money. I'm in it for the freedom to be able to do what I want to do. If I was working for somebody else, I couldn't have never took 6 weeks off and not working, but still making income because I had classes for sale. I had replays. I had products available. I was doing business consulting. Jump on the phone with somebody for a quick hour, make me some money. You get what I'm saying? If I worked a regular 9 to 5, I could not have never taken 6 weeks off and not without having a game plan. You get what I'm saying? So I learned early on, for me, entrepreneurship gave me freedom. I have an older mother I take care of. I may got to go run her to the doctor's office or something real quick. I can't be asking my 9 to 5, oh, John, my manager, can you let me go take my mom? And then if he say no, and then I get written up, all that extra goofy stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, some of us, you are destined for something bigger. And that's who I'm talking to tonight. You who are holding yourself back. You letting that TV hold you back. You letting that shade room hold you back. You letting them family members, them naysayers, them nakers. That's what I call them. Them naysayers hold you back. You get what I'm saying? You can't allow other people's thoughts and minds to control where you going. If you got a business idea and your family, who was on here the other night? Game Over, is that you that was saying on all that the other night about your family not being supportive? If you don't have a support system from your family, then don't share what the hell you trying to do with them. Period. If you got people that's negative, you don't talk to people, you don't talk to negative people about that type of mindset. You get what I'm saying? You don't do that. If you know that your family is negative, they ain't doing nothing, you're going to be the first entrepreneur, especially you Black owners. Talk to y'all all the time. If you the first entrepreneur in your business, you the first person that's thinking like this, it is what it is, baby. I tell y'all this all the time. My family didn't believe it for a long time. A long time. A long time. And I could not allow that to take control of me. You got to be able to get in a place, in a mindset where it don't matter. I usually tell y'all take off the blinders, right? Because I be wanting y'all to think outside the box. But when it comes to your life and your kids' future and what you gonna leave on this earth, you gotta be blind. You gotta be tunnel vision to what you want to do. It don't matter who believe it, who don't believe it, who supporting, who don't believe. This me. This been me since day one. This me and this my family with they extra. That shit bounces up off me like this. You get what I'm saying? It's a freaking ping pong game at this point. Okay, and I'm still do me, and I'm good. You get what I'm saying? But 12 years ago, people didn't believe in entrepreneurship. Like entrepreneurship is being taught more with social media being out here. But when I started in '08, my people wasn't believing in no entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship? What? Girl, go get you a job. And see, that's the problem. That's the brainwashed mindset. That job means something. That job ain't no security. I need all y'all to know that. Most jobs are an at-will state. Do you know what an at-will mean? At-will mean they can fire your ass at will. Mean they don't have to have no reason to let you go. Which means if you come in tomorrow and you blink at the manager wrong and she fire you, that's it. That was me. I had a case like that because I'm not no ass kisser. And in corporate America, y'all know how corporate America is. They want you to be an ass kisser. I'm not one. So I said exactly what the hell I wanted to say. The next day, the lady came in, knocked on my desk like I'm some type of kid. Gonna come knock on my desk. I was working for what's that company? Not Xerox. They downtown. It's not Xerox. Damn. But pretty much it was like a scanning company. It was a Hispanic lady, and she was talking about the employees at the table with us. And I ain't like that. So I said something to her about it. Like, I honestly, I'm not comfortable with you talking about other employees with me. And everybody else looking like, oh my God, like, did you just say that? The next day, that broad tried to fire me. But it didn't matter because that was a temp agency. So I didn't go there, right? So I come in 9 in the morning. She come knock on my desk. Now, when you work for a temp agency, they supposed to call you before you get there if the company want to let you go. So I guess she forgot to call or the temp agency didn't call me or whatever, right? And I ended up getting there and she was surprised to see me because I could tell that day in her face. Scantron, it's on Michigan. I don't know if you live in Chicago, but it's on Michigan and it's right before the bridge. But I can't think of the name of it, but Xerox was one of their biggest customers because Xerox did a lot of printing and scanning. So what we was doing was pretty much scanning in documents for big box corporations so they could get rid of all that paperwork. But whatever it was, you get what I'm saying? My point of saying that is my plan was to come in and do my work the next day, right? But because I was vocal and had an opinion, which my mama told me, she warned me, you ain't gonna be in corporate long because corporate like ass kissers. They don't like rebels. They don't like people that open their mouth. They don't like people that have an opinion. You ain't gonna last long. She warned me. She told me. Long to the short, the lady was surprised to see me. Came over and it's like 30 of us in a room. She came and knocked on my desk 4 hours today and walked off. I gladly looked at her. I said, "Oh, she don't know." Back then, this was back then, y'all. So I was still Peaches from the South Side. Okay, I've grown up. I'm Patrice Stewart now. But for anybody that know me and grew up with me, my name was Peaches. Okay, so this was early like 2000. I was just out of college. This probably was like 2000, 2002 or something like that. I got my ass up. I walked over to her desk. She was talking to someone. She was talking to another manager. It's her and the manager. I walked right up and I walked right in between them. And I stood right in front of her face. She was young. She was short. And I told her, I said, don't you ever disrespect me in your life and come knock on my desk talking about no 4 hours. I'm about to leave right now, today. I don't need them 4 hours. But what you not going to do is you're not going to disrespect me and you're not going to go against protocol because as a manager, what she was supposed to do was pull me away, right? Patrice, I need to speak with you. Pull me into a private room and have that conversation with me. Not think that she was going to embarrass me by coming over there and saying, knocking on the little table and then saying 4 hours. See, and that's what people don't understand. When you accept that type of shit and you accept that type of disrespect, this is the reason why corporate America is the way it is today. Because too many people don't speak up for themselves because they are scared. And that's what I need y'all to get out of, is that fear. Fear, I don't give a fuck what job it is. You're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to talk down to me. You're not going to degrade me. You're not going to do that. So the more of you, 100%, 95, 99 of you would have been quiet and would have worked them 4 hours and then left. Hell to the now. I don't need them 4 hours. Keep that moving, boo. Nah, I told her right then and there, no, I will not be working your 4 hours. You're going to respect me. You're going to run me my money for the 4 hours, because that's what I learned later on, was because they didn't call me before I got there, they still had to pay me for those 4 hours. So anybody that's for a temp agency, if you dealing with some crap like that and you get to the employer and they want to so-called fire you and you make it there, you could still leave and get paid for that day, because it's their responsibility to make sure that you were informed to not to come to the job. So if you show up, they legally have to pay you for the hours that you were there. I was supposed to work an 8-hour day. She ended up telling me I could do 4 hours. And I was like, fuck them 4 hours. And then once I left, I went and got my bags. And when I left, I put up my fist and I said, Black Power. And I walked out the door. Baby. I got so many texts from the people that was working, because that was second shift. So we used to work first, second, and third shift. So that particular day, I had ended up working the first shift, which was like that 9 to, what's the first shift? 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So then the second shift come in from 2 to 8 p.m. And then the third shift is 8 to 2 in the morning. But that was my very first experience dealing with a manager and how people act in corporate America. And in that moment, I recognized then, I can't deal with this type of shit. Hell to the no. My personality, my mouth, my mindset, my grandmother, Viola Louise Duval, the civil rights leader in me, all that was like, oh, nah, boo. Nah, boo, we ain't doing this today. No. And I bet you after that, she learned how to come correct. I bet you she learned how to start talking to some other people in a better manner. I bet you she thought about sitting at a table with other employees, talking about other employees. Okay. But from that one, but how long has she been doing that before I got there? It only take one. You know what I'm saying? So I had to remind y'all of that on this Sunday night tonight, while y'all are at home, while you are still in your mindset, where you can create an action plan for yourself. If you hate your job, it's on you to change it. It's on you to figure out what you need to do to get out this job. What do you need to be doing to make extra money? What do you need to be doing to clear and not being living check to check? Okay. That is what I want to yell across the nation to the millions of people that we have in this country, because corporate America is just that. It's corporate America. It's going to always be that way. It's modern day slavery. It is what it is. It's not changing. It will never change. I don't care if you got Trump in office with a Republican president. I don't give a damn if you got Biden in office with a fucking Democratic public. It don't matter the president. The two parties don't even matter. At this point, America, you need to understand, it's American citizens against everything else. It's against the corporations. It's against the lobbyists. It's against the damn left wing and right wing. Both of the rings is messing you up. Ain't neither one of the rings finna change your life. Period. That's why I tell y'all all the time. It don't matter who the fucking office. I'm finna get this money, period. Period. Whether it's a red man in office or if it's a blue man in office, I'm getting my paper. Because why? I control the narrative. I control my income. I control everything because I have my own business. I'm using my God-given talent of opening up my mouth called speaking and making you think bigger, making you say, boost your mindset, get off the matrix, get out the matrix, because he finna put y'all right back in with all this metaverse shit. You finna get right back in the matrix with this metaverse. So I'm trying to put you on now. All right. This a whole nother other world they over here creating for y'all. And Black people, I'm really talking to you, because we always at the end of the spectrum when it comes to getting money. When it comes to crypto, the stock market, investing, life insurance, we always the last ones. So I'm telling you tonight, get the hell up off playing them games, looking at everybody else living on Shade Room, watching all them damn celebrities. Delete some of that shit. Get on a page where that's empowering you. Get on a Les Brown motivation page. Get on a motivation page on YouTube. Get on some mindset empowering. Get on something that somebody gonna show you something. If you looking to get into crypto, start watching crypto videos on YouTube. You looking to be a speaker, start looking at speakers that you like, that you could start looking at and looking at what they're doing. If you want to be a teacher, an educator, you want to have whatever. Every single person on this life is doing it. Whatever it is in life that you want to do, is somebody already doing it. You ain't got to reinvent the wheel. Just go look at them. Go start following what they're doing. Start doing what they're doing. Or at least start reading about it. At least start checking on it. At least start doing the research on it. But those of you that are supposed to be bigger than life, you are holding yourself back with that but I don't know this, but I don't know that, but take that but out and just do it. Period. We all start from somewhere. I ain't wake up an expert. I'm only an expert because I stuck to the grind. I've been here over 10 years. I ain't stopped. You are an expert in any field once you got 10 years in. Any of y'all on here that's working and you are an expert in your craft and you've been working on this craft for 10 plus years, you are an expert in your field if you didn't know that. 5 to 9 years, you intermediate. 1 to 4 years, you start up. All right. So if you've been working on your same job, doing the same thing for 20 years, you're a freaking expert in the field. Figure out how you can make some money with that. Figure it. Figure it. And even if you don't want to do something every single day, it's something as simple as creating an ebook and putting it on Etsy. Literally. You can do something as simple as that, creating an ebook and putting it on Etsy, putting it on Pinterest. A girl made a book and put it on Pinterest for $4.99. $4.99. She has had over 100,000 downloads. 100,000 downloads. Let's just say if she had 105,000 downloads times $4.99. That's $523,000 and that's $523,950 from a $5 ebook. Over some years, this girl, I know one of the girls personally. I think the ebook been online for 4 years. So over 4 years total, she has made $500,000 from doing the ebook and putting it on Etsy and Pinterest. She not promoting it. She not online. She like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to speak. I'm not like you. Everybody not like me. We know and understand that. This ain't no gift for everybody. All right. But that don't mean you still can't get no money. That don't mean you still can't set it up. That don't mean you can't still have a site. That don't mean you still can't have a class or a workshop. Maybe you in Zoom. Maybe you not on social media. Maybe you doing your class in Zoom. Like I had my class today. We did startup business workshop today. We was in there over 3 hours in a private Zoom. But you can't tell me in this day and age, it's so many ways to make money. If any of y'all is broke right now, it's because you want to be broke. It is. And that's the reality of it. And I'm on here tonight to remind you of where you are mentally. If you okay with watching everybody else around you surviving and not even necessarily everybody around you watching your social media, because that's it. Anytime you go on the shade room, that's all it is a bunch of people watching somebody else's life with a opinion. You want to be on there just being another opinionator, but not really doing nothing in life? Because that's one thing. The worst thing to be is a critic, because critics don't do shit. Critics don't know the craft, but critics are always being critical on the person that they're talking about, but critics don't do nothing. What do critics do? Critique. You want to be a critic all your life? Or you want to be somebody that's being critical about your life? Because I got a lot of people talking, running their mouth. Huh. But while they talking, I got action going on. I'm teaching classes. I'm building entrepreneurs. All right. So at the end of the day, talk all you want back there, nakers. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference. So you either going to keep running your mouth or you want to put some action to it. Because again, this is what I hear from y'all all the time. Oh, Patrice, I want to do this. All right, what are we doing to get there? Wanting, hoping, and wishing, nothing happens. What did he say? Nobody's going to create that ebook. Nobody's going to do it. Nobody's going to create that course for you. Nobody's going to do it. No one is coming to save you. And African-American people, the community has a very big problem with this savior mentality. Oh, no one's coming to save you. Y'all want to see changes in our community? Our communities will change when we fucking change. Period. When you quit hiding the gangbangers, when you quit hiding the killers, when you quit doing all of that, then our communities will change. When we work together again, when you're not killing your neighbor, killing the brother around the street, when your nephew out here running reckless and all that, all right, when we want to talk about it for real as a community, then that's when things will change. Until then, nothing will change. Nothing. And it's not just in Chicago. The madness is everywhere. Atlanta, every major city, every city with African Americans in it, it's rerunning the muck out there. Them kids is running amok everywhere. So that just shows you it's a whole nation. It's bigger than that. It's the music that's being fed to them. It's the mindset that's being fed to them. It's the food we eating. All of that. I need y'all to wake up on this Sunday evening, December 5th, 2021, before we roll into 22. Because 2022 finna bring a whole nother other thing. But I need y'all to get the fucking waking up for 2021, this month, December. This is the month for you to do it, for you to make the change. Period. All right? Now, I got to go. Because I got to go visit my mom before I go home. But some of you needed that. That was my assignment for tonight. I did my assignment. Now you do the rest. All right? That's it. That was my assignment for tonight. Now you do the rest. Because it ain't no excuses no more. You can't say it ain't no resources. YouTube University. You can't say it ain't no resources. Patrice Stewart Business School. I'm on here all the time teaching something. So it's either you don't want to put the money and investment in, then stay where you at. Or start doing what you can do for free, which is researching. Nobody want to go back to school. Y'all done got used to being an adult and not going back to college. Y'all got to take it back to school. It is what it is. You got to take it back to school in order for you to see a real change in your life. You're going to have to take it back to school, which means you got to block out some time. You got to block off 1 to 2 hours a night to study. I utilize this calendar. Let me give you a tip. Where's my phone? Oh, I'm on the phones talking to y'all. I'm like, where my phone's at? All right, so since y'all on my phones, everybody on their phone has an alarm clock area, okay? I want you to go to your phone and I want you to create an alarm and make an alarm come on every hour. Every single hour, okay? Put an alarm on your phone. So that way every hour it's going to remind you what you're doing. Because now you may be on social media. You may have been on social media scrolling for 2 hours and you ain't supposed to be on social media for 2 hours. So limit your time throughout the day. If you a 9 to 5er, when you come home from 6 to 9, that should be time that you're pouring into yourself, that you're pouring into building your bank account, that you doing your budgeting. Remember, I'm offering my budgeting course in my Boost Your Mindset Academy for free. For y'all to join the Boost Your Mindset Academy and see the budgeting course for free. Okay? Budgeting is going to be your first thing in finances. You got to know what income coming in, what you spending, what's your net. Then you could say, okay, I can invest this in crypto. I can invest this in mobile home. I could put this more in my 401k. I could do this with my life insurance. But if you waiting on a savior, you waiting on somebody to come and do it, it ain't gonna never happen. It's not. It's not. Some of y'all came across so much money this last year and you don't got shit to show for it. Please don't let 2022 be the same. And the last thing that I'm going to say to y'all while y'all are on here listening, especially to my African American community, once again, wealth is not worn on you, right? Real wealth. I am so sick and tired of seeing these fake, sad, low budget, class level D reality TV celebrities in front of y'all. Everybody want to be Gucci'd out, Fendi'd out, all this other extra stuff. Putting a label, right? Putting a high-end fashion label on you or wearing that does not make you rich. It also does not make you wealthy. All you're doing is creating more money for the top 1%. Period. Labels are just that. Labels. Labels do not define who you are as a person. And for those of you who think like that, you're the mindset that I'm talking about. That's a real poverty-stricken mindset if you think that. If you think walking around the hood in Gucci and gold means something, but you don't have no money in the bank, you don't have no life insurance account, you ain't even got an apartment. I saw a post the other day, my friend said, y'all Negroes today is so confident and broke. You okay with being broke. You don't have no car, no crib, nothing, but you got a Gucci bag on. You got a Gucci belt on. You got a Fendi bag. You got a Chanel bag. But you have no real asset. If you die tomorrow, they're doing a GoFundMe for you. How whack is that? I tell y'all this all the time. And I say it to you all the time because I'm sick of seeing how our Black people who do get a little money, that's the only thing they show y'all. They'll post on social media all day with a Chanel bag, with a Gucci bag, in front of a whatever, fancy car. But how many times is they showing y'all them same cars? They switching up cars every 2-3 months. You think they buying all them cars? It's called Turo. I could rent me a Lambo for the day, do a video, make it look good. Y'all don't know them people real lives. Half the people in Chicago, they got a Range Rover over the summer doing them PPP scams. Is they driving that same Range Rover right now? Tell me that though. I'll bet a week's worth of money that they ain't driving the same car now. Everything, the G-Wagon, the Ferrari, all that shit could be rented. But y'all let the facade get you. But ain't nobody teaching no real game. Some of these classes y'all buying from people, it's a pre-recorded course. You can't even be interactive and have no questions. But you following the facade that they're giving. That's the biggest thing. The Black community is not broke. Far from it. Actually, you spend the most in this country. Let it be told, because you spend the most on labels that will never come to your community and help save you. Every single one of you, go ask Chanel for a GoFundMe. Go ask Chanel to donate to your GoFundMe. Go show Chanel. Chanel, I just bought this $5,000 bag from y'all. Now my cousin got killed today. Can you donate to our GoFundMe? Do it. And tell me how, and show me, prove to me different. Show me the email with them saying, oh yeah, we'll help. Go to the Louis Vuitton store and show them the bag and the receipts that you spending with them. And then ask them for some help. Ask them to come do a workshop in your community. Ask them to sponsor a workshop in your community. Let me know if you get a response back. Let me know if you get a response back. Let me know if you get a response back. But that's what you cherish. That's what you consider making it. You blinded. You're blinded. You're blinded. And that's what I'm talking about, because corporate America, the media, we don't own none of that. We don't own the TV. We don't own social media. We don't own none of that. So when y'all get mad at one CEO, y'all get mad at Donald Trump. I said this the other night. Y'all get mad at Donald Trump for using the tax laws that were made in this country, okay? But y'all don't get mad at the Louis Vuitton owner for using them same tax laws. Y'all don't get mad at the Chanel owner for using them same tax laws. Ain't none of them freaking CEOs paying no money. Ain't none of them paying taxes. Y'all are so easily distracted and blinded by the media, by the bullshit. Easy. 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 You don't even have no mind no more. You don't even know how to think on your own no more. That's why all y'all walking around here looking alike. Women. Oh, while I'm on it, let me just go on in all the way again tonight on this Sunday night. Women, my sisters who keep wanting to get on the table and change your body for some surgery. What I tell y'all all the time, ain't nobody mad at you about your body. Do what you want to do. But don't get on the table broke, baby. And you done came back to the hood broke with a body. You ain't winning. Same way I'm telling that brother who ain't winning, who with a Gucci belt on and no motherfucking money in the bank. Ain't neither one of y'all winning. Ain't neither one of y'all winning. From the woman that think going to get her body done, finna do something, then your attitude changed, then you walking around with your nose up in the air like you God's gift to the world because you got some fake plastic surgery. Come on, baby. Half of y'all are trying to be the Kardashians when the Kardashians are trying to be you, Black women. That's what you don't understand, queens. Most Black women have a butt. It's very few of us that don't have a butt. So what other than an ass and some titties are y'all bringing to the table? I'm starting to feel what the brothers is saying. I ain't paying for all that. I ain't doing everything for that now. Because what else did you bring to the table besides ass and titties? Because everybody got that. And as y'all see, sisters, Black men will date outside they race in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. So you having a big booty don't mean nothing to them no more. Because not a white girl's got a big booty. Not a Mexican girl's got a big booty. Not an Asian girl's got a big booty. So, sister, what else? What else you bringing to the table besides some titties and ass? It's the real. If ain't nobody gonna tell you the real, it's me. What do I sell you all the time? Patrice Stewart, the realest, without tax and business strategists. We getting real right now. I'm talking about life. That's why my academy is Boost Your Mindset Academy. It don't got nothing to do with your level and the status that you own in life. Period. I'm asking realistic questions because you need to be understanding this. Majority of you are not getting your body done because you are unhappy with your body. No, you're not. You watching this fucking social media bullshit. You watching these rappers all look alike. All of them look like plastic Barbie dolls. Fake titties and a fake butt. You want to go and just get on the line, on the assembly line, because all of y'all looking like a fake Barbie. You want to go and be like everybody else. I love the fact that I'm different. But I know what stands me out. It ain't my body, it's my mindset. It's my mindset that stands me out. I could work on body. I could change body any day. I could get in the gym for 90 days and change this whole body. It's my mindset that I work on a daily basis. That's the difference. That's the difference. You could be cute with a body and y'all attitudes is nasty. Nasty. A lot of y'all attitudes is nasty because you went and got surgery. Everybody with a cat credit card could go get surgery. That ain't nothing spectacular. So again, I'm gonna ask you, what else do you bring to the table besides tits and ass? Men, fellas, what are you bringing to the table? Don't nobody want a bunch of men with a bunch of baby daddies and a bunch of drama? Don't nobody want no broke dude? Don't nobody want the used to have guy? I put that post in my stories. Don't nobody want to hear about what you used to have. Do you still got the money now? I know a lot of old heads that made millions of dollars over the years, but they don't got the millions now. So who care about, oh yeah, I had this, I had that. Had is past tense, H-A-D. What do you have right now? H-A-V-E. What do you have in the bank right now? What do you have going for yourself right now? Not 10 years ago when you was the biggest drug dealer on the block. We ain't talking about that. We talking about today. What do you got today? All right? That's what I'm talking about. This is what I want to bring to the table. This is my platform. This is what I want. I want you to be thinking what I'm talking about right now. So when you get off here tonight, I'm all up in your subconscious, all up in it. So you can change your life. So you can change your kids' life. So you can stop begging the government for fucking money and assistance, thinking that they're going to be here forever. Y'all not paying attention to how this world is going. Biden ain't doing nothing different. He gave y'all a couple of stimuluses and y'all good, but you're not understanding all of these laws that this dude is changing on the back end and how it's going to affect your life. Y'all is so blinded, man. So blinded with today's social media. The shit be right in front of you and you don't even see it because it's social media. You're in social media land. You're in fake reality land. Everybody's so fake and stuck up for no damn reason. That's why I don't even come outside. That's why I be in my own office to myself, talking to God. Because everybody is so damn fake and stuck up for no reason. Because half of y'all broke. Got the nerve to be fake, stuck up, and broke. And be the biggest opinionators. Have the most opinions ever. But what are you doing? What are you doing to make stuff different, better, change somebody's life? You another naker. What I call y'all. You another naker. That's it. Y'all be wanting to understand why I don't go nowhere, why I don't be out, why it be so hard to get in front of me, because I don't play with my energy and my space. Because there's so many of y'all out here faking wanting to do something to get in front of somebody, to try to steal somebody contacts, be around somebody. You fake. I can read fake through the screen. That's why I don't even do a consultation with some of y'all. I don't even answer your inbox because that shit fake. I can feel the energy through the screen. Yeah, that's what I call them. N-A-K-E-R. Nakers. It's my own little term. Don't worry about it. Don't stress yourself over it. All right, game over. But that's it, y'all. That's it. I tell y'all all the time. What's my label? I want more people financially empowered. I want more of you financially sexy. Some of y'all ladies walking around with that badass banging body, baby. What if you was financially sexy with that banging ass body? How about that? Can we do that? Can you be financially sexy and then go get that body done versus being broke, using a scammer care credit account, go get your body done, then come back to the same hood, doing the same bullshit, doing nothing? Y'all think getting over on Link and Section 8, y'all be thinking y'all winning doing something like that. Y'all be thinking y'all doing something because you getting over on Link or Section 8 and you getting somebody to pay your bills and all that other stuff, the government owe you and all that. But the other thing that you do is you limit yourself when you do that. You limit yourself to getting a government check. You limit yourself to getting that government monthly assistance, which means you're not hustling hard enough to go get it on your own. Excuse me. You focus on the assistance. When some of y'all is getting $1,200 a month, say that's your cash. Then some of y'all may be getting $500, $600, $700 in Link, and y'all good with that? Y'all good with less than $2,000 a month living? When all you got to do is put a little effort into your life, figure out your assignment, who you are, who you're supposed to be, who God put you on this earth for. That's my biggest flex. My flex ain't none of the stuff I do. My biggest flex is getting somebody out of a poverty mindset. It's seeing where one person was in January to where they are today. When I get a message from you all saying, Patrice, I got my business. I got my business funding. I got my credit card. I bought my first house. I got my kids out of poverty. Them my flexes. Them my flexes. I can't post everybody progress online. That's a breach of contract. You know what I'm saying? That's putting somebody info out there. So I don't post all that all the time. But them my flexes. You're not gonna go through my business page or my personal page and see a bunch of Gucci and Chanel. And if that's the coach that y'all looking for, I'm not that one. Cause I'm real around here. I don't spend my money on them type of things. So if that's what motivates you, you got to go and find you a coach that motivates you who dress like that. Cause that's not me. You get what I'm saying? My focus is not on the facade. My focus is on your real life. You really having $20,000 in your bank account. You having a $500,000 insurance policy. You buying a mobile home. You owning land. That's my goal. My goal ain't for you to go buy no fucking dumbass Range Rover or no G-Wagon or get you a Chanel bag. That's not my goal. That's not it. Because I know every single one of those things depreciate. No matter what kind of car it is, it depreciates in value, whether it's $100,000 car or a $10,000 car. The moment you drive it off the lot, it depreciates in value. So no, I don't have to be driving a Range Rover to make you all think I'm somebody. Because that's what too many people believed 10 years ago. There are plenty thriving, successful business owners, but y'all don't pay them no attention because we not keeping up with the Joneses. And the fact of the matter is, we the main ones you supposed to be paying attention to. That's the real plan. That's the real fact. The ones who you really watching, who not really giving you no real education, not really doing this shit in real life, those the ones who y'all love. But the ones that actually care and get on here and spend some time with you and talk to you and empower you, or may dress a little down or be themselves. Because I ain't dressing down shit. This is my uniform. I told y'all I rock my own shit. Book smart, street smart, financially sexy. That's about most you gonna catch me in. Fuck, I'm wearing a Chanel shirt for. That ain't doing nothing. They ain't do nothing but make Chanel some more money. That gave Chanel's white corporate family more money. Every time you go buy that Gucci bag, you're giving the white corporations more money. Then you wonder why your neighborhood look the way it do. You wonder why. You wonder why. It's hella black businesses in Chicago. Hella good ones. Been around a minute. Some of these people are going through. Because y'all stuck on the wrong thing. The wrong thing. It will be way more black business owners who could be on the level of a Louis Vuitton store. Who we got in the city? You got Fashion Geek, right? With Zoe and Al. You got the young girl I like, Sweats by Stu, young black girl, created her own brand. It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of people. Got clothes, shoes, brands, everything. But what do y'all do? Y'all want to come nickel, dime us, go back and forth with us. Oh, you this, you cost too much. Oh, you do this. But you paid $5,000 for a Gucci bag. You paid that $5,000 for a Chanel bag for somebody you ain't never seen a day in your life. But this sister, you grew up with her, but you refuse to go spend some money with her. That's because your mindset, you a hater. That's the real thing. You a hater. Some of y'all unconsciously don't know you hate your own. You hate to see your own come up. You would rather see another race come up, but don't let it be your own. Don't let it be your own. Nah, that's too much. Nah, they did. Nah. Okay. But those are the same people. Let me add myself. We are the same people that when your cousin do get killed, who you coming to for a GoFundMe? Who you coming to use their office space for his for his repast? Small and pop black-owned business shops. That's what y'all do. Y'all come all day with handouts and can you give me, can you do this, can you do that? You don't do that shit to them. It's a reason why you don't do that to them, because mentally you are enslaved. You are. Mentally. Labels do not mean anything. Most of the people that's walking around with labels can barely afford their bills. Guarantee it. I'm not talking about the ones who got it. I'm talking about the average everyday person, the small and pop business shop owner. I'm not talking about these $1 million people. I'm not talking about the ones who got it. I'm talking about those of you that are living in your neighborhood, your community, who still living in an apartment, who don't maybe own a house, who don't got property, who got a high ass car note. Maybe you may be paying $1,000 on a Range Rover because you know your credit is horrible, but you went and got that $1,000 Range Rover just because you want to look like you got some money, but you struggling to pay that fucking $1,000 every month. You're the one who I'm talking to right now. I'm talking to you because you want to hold up this facade and you need to let it go. You need to mentally get your mind right. You need to mentally get your stuff together. Mentally reprogram yourself. All y'all laugh at that Derrick Grace dude with the tattoos all over his face, but that's what he is saying. Unlearn and relearn. Unlearn what the system has taught you, which is to go to work tomorrow to a job that you all hate, that you do not want to be going to, right? To unlearn that gives you stability, that is safe, because it is not. Your job is not safe. It gives you a false sense of security, that 2-week paycheck. And then I'm gonna end with this. As I tell every single one of you, and my story don't change, so that's how you know I ain't gotta lie to you about nothing. But for those of you who are listening on here tonight, and you are going to corporate America tomorrow, to that cubicle, to that office that you hate, that salary that they are pushing in front of you is not real either. Because the moment that you decide to get off the matrix, get off the boat, and jump off and go get into your own realm and world and start reading and opening up your knowledge. I know it's hard to read. That's why I'm telling y'all to go watch videos, go on YouTube, go on my TikTok. I share a lot of stuff on my TikTok page. Even if you're watching a video, that's still researching, okay? But you have to do these certain things if you want to see a change in your life, because no one is coming to save you and just give it to you. But the moment that my job let me go, it forced me. And in that moment, I said, I cannot do this no more. I thought about that moment with that Hispanic lady who tried to talk crazy to me. Luckily, while I was at BMO, I didn't have no problems with none of my managers. I had great managers, right? But I learned while working in banking and in that corporate setting that I am shrinking myself down to fit a mold for $40,000. For $40,000, I'm accepting disrespect. I'm accepting them cutting my commission. I'm accepting not being able to take vacations when I want. I'm accepting not having my freedom. All of that for $40,000. So when they let me go, I said, Patrice, you making this amount of money on your own. Because remember, I started my company in 2008. I got let go from corporate in 2013. So I had my company for 5 years that I was working part-time. In that moment is when I said, I'm a bet on myself. I'm a bet on myself wholeheartedly. And I tell y'all the same thing. In 6 months, I made $98,000 from June to December. There are no limitations in this life. Even if you have a 9-to-5, you can still make money outside of your 9-to-5. You have to. I need you to understand this. It is imperative for you to make money outside of your 9-to-5. Your 9-to-5 cannot be your only source of income in 2021. You will not make it. You will not make it. Doing whatever, you got to figure that out. Go through my videos if you new them on my TikTok page. I give you all kind of stuff. Go to my YouTube channel. I've given you stuff before that you could do. I'm gonna give you something. Here we go. If you don't know what to do, learn about this metaverse. Learn about cryptocurrency. Learn about blockchain, because this is the new era. This is the new wave. Okay. All the old folks, just remember when we had cell phones and our grandparents did not want to get phones. My mama just got a phone like 5 years ago. Like, remember when the phones was coming out and we had the beepers and the phones, and our parents were still stuck on the house phone. Remember? Our parents were still stuck on the house phone. Where the house phone at today? How many households really have a landline? How many of you all's household actually have a landline? Probably not many. Probably a few. So the same wave is coming, y'all. This is the new era of the technology. They coming out what is called Web 3. Who I didn't even know it was a Web 1, a Web 2. Now we finna be on Web 3. So if anything you want to know and you asking me what should you do, look into technology, look into cryptocurrency, look into NFTs, look into all of this virtual reality stuff, because unfortunately, as much as I hate it, this is where we're going. And let me also tell you where you all can get your knowledge from, because a lot of y'all is not talking to y'all kids. Ladies and gentlemen, your kids right now is in the next room playing on what? A video game. Some of them is talking to somebody in another country. That's the metaverse. The kids are already here. All of them video games and stuff that they doing and buying, the Roblox, all that stuff, that's the grown-up metaverse. The kids know about it already. So start talking to your kids, because they already doing NFTs. You got 13-year-olds making millions of dollars doing NFTs. You got 12-year-olds doing millions of dollars making freaking cartoons. They are selling property in the metaverse. It was a property in the metaverse a month ago for $5,000. That property was bought in the metaverse for $1 million. $950,000. Somebody paid for that $5,000 plot. We think it's a game, but this is the future. All right. So the person on here asking me what doing what, that's what you go do. If you don't know what to do, start there. Real estate is the other. You can never go wrong in owning land in real estate. One thing my daddy taught me very early on, you get in the financial sector, you get in the healthcare sector, you get in the real estate sector. You will never be without money. Never. And that was the best advice my father could have ever gave me in life, was to get in financial services, because from me betting on myself 100,000% in that 2013, and I showed my damn self that without no social media, okay, because remember 2013 social media wasn't booming like this. Without no social media, without no text, without no YouTube, none of that shit. I grinded and I made that 100 grand, baby, in 13. So that opened up the doors and showed me ain't no limitations out here. We can do what the hell we want to do. We can make as much money as we want to make. Ain't no limit. Only limit is you and what you pour into yourself, what you watch on a daily basis, what you look at on social media. It plays a role in y'all life, whether y'all not understanding that. You being on the shade room looking at gossiping all day, that's what's in your mind. That's why immediately when you see some gossip, you ready to get in and be talking and, oh yeah, nah, fuck gossiping. Let's talk about making some money. That's why I don't talk to many of y'all. That's why you can't get me on the phone. You have to pay to talk to me, because I'm not having no regular folk conversation. I'm on here building up entrepreneurs. I'm changing lives. I'm changing mindsets. I ain't got time to be talking about no shade room shit. And if you see me on Shade Room, I'm only on there to get business. I only make a comment on that because my friend Kiana told me, go on Shade Room. That's where all the people at. So post your comment. That's the only reason y'all see Patrice Stewart comment on Shade Room. You want me to really keep it real. I ain't on there watching that bullshit. I'm on there trying to get business. I may make a funny comment. Somebody gonna like it. Come to my page. Oh, you do taxes? Oh, you do business? Oh, you a coach? Yeah. That's what Shade Room is for me, a source. Okay? I ain't on that sucker listening to none of that bull crap. This is what I listen to all day.
Most people do. I think that's why the guy said that many people die at age 21. Don't get buried until they're 65.
This is what I pour into me.
They're walking dead. You can tell them by the way they walk.
We just call y'all walking dead.
How they look in the face.
Y'all around here walking dead.
I was giving a speech in this high school.
Ladies all looking the same. All y'all got the same build a body. The fellas, all y'all the same. Want to be a drug dealer, throw him up, rob a boy, all that shit whack as hell. Looking the same, doing the same stuff. I love being different. It used to bother me. I used to ask God, why was I so different? Now, I love being different. I wouldn't change nothing about me. Nothing. Because now I know and understand my assignment. And I know and understand who I am and the power that I bring and what I could do in this world. And it showed me. It also showed me because I went through hella warfare. Told y'all, TikTok, y'all haven't seen me on here for over 30 days because they took my account off. Banned me. I couldn't even log into my account. Oh, baby, you gone. You off the radar, deleted. What I tell y'all? What I tell y'all the other night? My YouTubers, my TikTokers. What did I tell y'all the other night? When you are doing God's work, when you are empowering a community, when you are changing people's mindset, changing people's lives, you go through the most warfare. Those of you that are in the health industry, you selling CMOS, you selling healthy products, you selling health to get your people together and get them off all this fast food and going to Sunny Sub and eating gyros and Mouse House fries all fucking day. You're trying to change your community's world and life and health, and they fighting you. I understand what you're going through, because when you have an assignment where you are changing a community and you are changing people's livelihoods, we go through the most warfare. So I had to understand in that moment when they took my TikTok page down. That's why I'm always telling y'all, you have to build your community offline. You have to have an offline platform where you are connecting with your community, your clients, whatever, off of these social media sites, because we don't own them. We don't own them. So any business owner that I have on here, you have to learn and understand that you got to create your own group and resource offline. That's why I tell y'all, do not focus on getting y'all money in the DM. That's why I hate when somebody asks y'all for pricing. DM me. No, go to my site. Create you a site. Create you a one-pager where they could go and look at your services and see what it is and order that shit in the middle of the night. Y'all losing money waiting on somebody to DM you, and all you got to do is set it up. All the links that I tell y'all with me all the time. Click my link, and then you in the class. You bought the class. People clicking the link at 2, 3 in the morning. I woke up and had 5 more sales this morning for the class today. It's so much that my people can do. Black race, you are a freaking powerful, amazing group of people. If we just knew how to really work together and understand that, do you know we would change this entire country? That is what this country does not want you to know and understand that. That instead of killing your brother, working with your brother. I'm proud of my business partner, because I seen where that man started 8 years ago, being in the street selling drugs, to that man being a business owner today. That man ain't in the street selling drugs, risking his life no more. That man is a business owner. That man has his own company. I'm proud of seeing brothers in the renovation room with their own company. Y'all on here doing construction, electrician, plumbing, lawn care. Y'all on here hustling, getting it. I love to see that, because just because you started off on the block selling drugs don't mean you got to stay there. If y'all 40 and up right now, what you gonna do? Because the drug game is over with in that aspect. If you ain't selling pills or whatever these new kids doing today. But if you over 40 and you still thinking that it's cool to be in the club and dressing like the little hood dudes, no, dude, I need you to step up and grow up. I need you to get out of what you used to be, because too many of y'all living in I used to be this big time drug dealer. You ain't there no more. So what you finna do now? Those brothers that have transitioned their mindset from being drug dealers to growing up and actually putting that money to use and starting them a trucking company, starting them a lawn care business, starting them something to make money and take care of their families. Y'all is the ones I'm going to say, let me salute you right now, king, queen, if you did the same for the females. But that's where it's at. Don't let this social media keep playing with y'all grown ass people. We grown on here. Most of y'all following me is grown, 40 and up. I'm 40. So at minimum, most of my followers is 35 and up. If you still bumping and teeny bopping into the same shit that your son and your kids doing, ladies, you want to be competing with your 20-year-old daughter, boo, come on, grow up, get off the playing field. It ain't the same. Y'all want to be parents. Y'all want to be friends instead of parents. And that's been the problem with this community. If you really want to keep it real from somebody on the outside looking in who don't got kids, majority of y'all think y'all kid friend. Y'all still want to be 40 and doing the same thing you was doing in your 20s. No, let your daughter and them do them. It's their time. Get your old ass out the club and be making sure that the kids got something. Make sure that it's a trust account. Make sure that y'all got some real estate. Buy a building. If it's you and 3 of your daughters, put that money to use and get up out of that one-room apartment renting, and let's get y'all a 3 flat building. You get whole 3 flat down there with a 3% down at FHA. And those you on Section 8, did you know that Section 8 has a housing program that they will help you buy a house? Did you know that? If you didn't know, go ask your caseworker. But at this point in life, 2021, this is it. Because the moment we come to 2022, it's a whole new ball game. You either going to get left behind or moving forward. I would love to see more of you in the future and not left behind. Because it's a have and a have-nots. Ain't no middle class no more. They're trying to knock that out. So you either going to be poor or you going to be rich. One or the other. Ain't no middleman. They cutting all of the middleman stuff out, which is why I'm telling you, you need to be picking a side. And you need to be paying attention. And it's all over the TV. But you got your blinders on. You think it's a joke because they put it in a cartoon. But at the end of the day, it's real. This whole Omicron, go type in Google, go type in YouTube, Futurama. Omicron show. Not saying that COVID ain't real, not saying it at all, because I know people that have passed away from it. But don't let this government fool you and the media fool you on another Omicron per CIA. When I heard that Omicron per CIA, I was like, my TikTokers, y'all always be on it. Dolly, I see you, boo. Thank you for them roses, too. I love you. I got to get off of here because my mama food waiting. I've been over here a longer hour. But, all right, that's it. Watch the replay. I ain't even answering no questions and stuff tonight. I'll come back on another day. I really just wanted to give you some heat tonight. So you got that heat. You got something to think about. Of course, you do what's best for you in your life. But like I said, as the times are changing and the world is changing and things is happening, don't get mad looking at other people because they decided to take a charge and do something. If you okay with living a mediocre life, being stuck on poverty, living check to check, to stay where you at. Don't even watch the video no more. Just unfollow me altogether. But if you own boosting your mindset, empowering yourself, wanting more out of life, wanting more for your kids and leaving a future and real estate and having some money in the bank, maybe learning about crypto and this metaverse, we're going to be interviewing some business owners, then you may want to consider getting in my Boost Your Mindset Academy. You could click the link on the bio. It's $29 a month. You learn a little something in there. We got personal and business education in there. You get the best of both worlds from me. You get personal finance and you get business education. Okay. I'm not answering no questions tonight. I've been on here, been teaching and educating. I did 3.5 hours with my small business group. I just end up still on here doing a freaking 2 hours, which y'all an hour and a half or whatever. But it is what it is. But tonight, I'm not going through nobody comments right now. I'm getting off. I'm logging off, preparing for my office to come in tomorrow and hustle another day up in this sucker. All right. We grinding around here. It's grind time. It's grind season. It's the last month of the fourth quarter. What you finna do to make your life different come January 2020? Think about that. Marinate on that. My TikTok is Patrice L. Stewart Cali. YouTubers, love you as always. For all of y'all that's always on here supporting me, like my video, share my video, hit the notification button if you want to be notified when I'm on. Facebook, I have been shadow banned on Facebook, so I rarely come on here. I'm glad to see the comments that I'm seeing. I really didn't even look at this page at all for y'all because Facebook has shadow banned me. And this is what I'm talking about again with these platforms. When you get to speaking, they will cut you off. All right. There go my mother now. She's looking for her food. I'm finna get cussed out. So I got to go. Bye, y'all. Let me get off here because she's gonna cuss me out, baby. Oh, Lord. All right. I'm off of Facebook. I'm off of Instagram. TikTokers, if y'all ask me a question, put the question in the question mark box below. I'll leave this video up right now just while I'm trying to get prepared to leave. Then that way I can always come back and answer your question if you had a real question that you wanted. Okay. Same way with my YouTubers. I think I could do the live chat replay now. So if you guys ask me a question and I didn't answer it tonight, then I'll come back later on at some point tonight and answer it for you. Okay. But then that's it. I got to get out of here. He say you hard on YouTubers. All right, y'all. I'm out. I love you, YouTube. See you soon. All right, TikTokers, like I said, I'm going to give y'all